Today we're going to talk about Disney PhotoPass and Disney's Memory Maker product. I'm Brooke with Disney Castle Dreaming Travel. I'm a giant Disney theme parks fan, and I'm also an authorized Disney vacation planner. I run a blog over at DisneyCastleDreaming.com filled with lots of Disney vacation information. We also post Disney Parks News updates every Wednesday and videos like this one on other Disney vacation topics bi-weekly. Please like, subscribe, and click on the bell to be sure that you don't miss any of our future videos. One question I get asked a lot by my clients and my friends and family is, should we purchase the Memory Maker? The short answer, it depends. Okay, for me, it's pretty much always yes. But I'm a huge photo nerd. For more normal people, there are several things to consider when thinking about Memory Maker, and I'm going to get to those in tomorrow's video. Today, we're going to start with the basics. What is Disney PhotoPass? And how does it work? In tomorrow's video, part 2 in this series, we will focus on the actual Memory Maker product and we'll answer the question of whether or not to buy. But first, for those of you that don't already know, let's start with, what is Disney PhotoPass? Disney PhotoPass is a service that Disney added to the theme parks years ago, and I think it's absolute genius. Basically, they have photographers stationed at numerous locations throughout each theme park to take pictures of you and your group. This completely solves the "did mom even go on that vacation" dilemma, because mom's not in any of the pictures. For many families, there's always one person that takes all the pictures on vacation, and as a result, they are never in any of the vacation shots. Or even if people rotate who takes the pictures, but they never have any pictures of everyone all together because there's always one person that has stepped out to take the picture. Most people don't bother carrying around tripods and take the time to set up a timed tripod shot on vacation. For some, selfies have helped to address this problem, but let's face it, with a selfie, it's still really tough to get a full group picture or to include people and a landmark in the picture. With PhotoPass, you've eliminated all of those problems. Basically, the PhotoPass photographer will take your group's picture, usually with a park icon or landmark in the background, and then they will either scan your Magic Band, which is the easiest, or they're going to give you a little PhotoPass card with a 16-digit number on the back. Now note, if you choose to go the route of the PhotoPass card instead of using your Magic Band, be sure to immediately take a picture of the back of the card just in case. That way, if you lose the card, but you have the number, you can still locate your pictures. A couple of caveats. The skill of the various PhotoPass photographers varies. Some are very experienced, super fun to work with, and very talented. Others are newer or more point and click with varying degrees of success. Therefore, I always recommend a strategy of getting a lot of PhotoPass photos taken. Take advantage of the opportunities whenever they present themselves. Odds are, if you take a bunch of PhotoPass pictures, you'll end up with at least a few that you really like. Here are a couple examples of PhotoPass pictures that didn't really work out so well. In non-COVID times, you could also ask the photographer to take a picture of your group with your phone or camera. Now, this is not an option right now due to COVID-related restrictions, but I'm assuming this option will return at some point in the future. But current rules do prohibit photographers from touching your phone or camera, so don't, if you've had that happen in the past, don't assume that they're going to be able to do that this time. If you look on Facebook or the internet, you will see thousands of PhotoPass pictures that people have posted. There are tons of examples of people using PhotoPass to announce that maybe they have a baby on the way, or to announce the sex of their baby, that they got engaged, or that they got married. In our case, my husband proposed to me at the Magic Kingdom after the fireworks. Because he's brilliant, he surprised me with the proposal when we went to take a PhotoPass picture so that we actually have the moment captured forever on film. Are they great pictures? No. It was very crowded, and I at first thought that he'd fallen. He'd done the marathon the day before and was in a lot of pain, and then there was lots of crying and laughing. But I feel so lucky that I have that moment forever captured by that PhotoPass photographer. And as a bonus, the next day we found a PhotoPass photographer that was so excited that we had gotten engaged, and she had nobody waiting in line. So she spent tons of time with us. I promise, no line. And she took a gazillion pictures of the ring and of the two of us, and really kind of made us feel like we had our own little celebratory photo shoot inside the park. There are normally even PhotoPass photographers at big group attractions like Enchanted Tales with Belle, for example. Now, these attractions aren't operating right now, but once they return, I'm sure that the PhotoPass photographer will return with them. And in those situations, what happens is that the PhotoPass photographer takes a lot of pictures of the group, and then at the end, they hand out the little PhotoPass cards. And once you enter the number that's on your card on your computer on the PhotoPass site, you'll have access to all the pictures they took during that particular event. So, and again, in the example of Enchanted Tales with Belle, if your kid had a role in that show, you don't want to lose that number. So be sure to take a picture of the back of the card just in case. Lots of Disney rides take your picture at some point during the ride, and some rides even take video now. These pictures and videos are now part of the PhotoPass pictures and can be attached to your Magic Band or PhotoPass card. When it works, the RFID technology in your Magic Band communicates with the reader at the attraction and automatically adds the photos or videos to your account. And sometimes you get photos from other people too. It's kind of fun. Character dining can also sometimes include PhotoPass. Granted, right now character dining really isn't happening, but it will return eventually, I promise. Some character meals do offer a PhotoPass picture, but usually it's at the outside before you enter the restaurant. Also, if there is a PhotoPass photographer at a character meal, it will usually just be, just for the picture that you take before you enter the restaurant. For example, if you are dining at a character meal at Cinderella's Royal Table, there is usually a PhotoPass photographer in the lobby with Cinderella. She's waiting to take your picture with Cinderella before you head upstairs for your meal. Please note that Cinderella's Royal Table has reopened for lunch and dinner. However, Cinderella and her sisters have not yet returned. PhotoPass photographers do not go around with the characters during a character meal as they visit your table, and that's true of any character meal. So always bring your camera with you to character meals. After your trip, you'll be able to visit the Disney PhotoPass website to view all of your pictures. You can add borders and stickers and all kinds of stuff to the photos, and you can make products from your photos like photo books, calendars, and mugs featuring your pictures on the Disney PhotoPass website. One picture can easily turn into 10 or 15 by the time you are done playing with borders, cropping, black and white, etc. So fun. Some borders are unique to particular locations or seasons or events, adding a little extra magic to those photos. Now, important to note, pictures are only available on the PhotoPass site for 30 days. This is unless you are an annual pass, but right now, if you are visiting this fall between October 15th and November 30th, Disney is extending that 30-day window through the end of the year. So you'll have a little extra time to play with your pictures. Let's talk about magic shots. Magic shots are pictures taken by a PhotoPass photographer with a little extra magic added to the photo inside the camera. Most common ones that you've probably seen feature Tinkerbell standing on the palm of your hand, or perhaps a bunch of balloons added to your outstretched arms. There are a variety of different magic shots available throughout at different times of the year in different parks. For example, during Star Wars weekend a few years ago, we got magic shots with lightsabers added. Recently, they've added some pirate-themed magic shots near the Pirates of the Caribbean attraction. During the Halloween season, you can usually find magic shots with ghosts in them near the Haunted Mansion. It's really fun. You might also find flaming jack-o'-lanterns throughout the Magic Kingdom, all kinds of fun stuff. During the winter holiday season, you might find snow showing up in your pictures or wooden soldiers added to your photos. Over at Hollywood Studios, we've learned that there's a brand new special magic shot that includes the child. For those of you that don't know, they frequently call him Baby Yoda, although he isn't in fact Yoda, from the show The Mandalorian. Here's a look at this particular one from Disney Parks and Resorts. Special holiday themed magic shots become available this year in the parks on November 6th. PhotoPass pictures are available on your phone in the My Disney Experience app, so you'll be able to look at them as your trip goes along. And they're usually there in the app around 20 minutes after you've taken the picture. Now, unless you've purchased the Memory Maker product, which is what we're going to talk about in tomorrow's video, the pictures will have a watermark on them. This is preventing you from having a shareable, downloadable PhotoPass image without paying for it. Now, if you've already purchased Memory Maker, your pictures will appear in your app completely clear and fabulous. One of the highlights of my last trip was overhearing a young family showing their daughter a picture in their app that they had just taken on Main Street in the Magic Kingdom. And Tinkerbell had magically appeared in the picture, and she was so excited to see that. And of course, the parents said Tinkerbell had come and gone so fast, and because she flies and she's magical, she just didn't know she was there, but she was there the whole time. It's amazing. Disney changes what magic shots are available from time to time, and not all PhotoPass photographers will offer to do them. Your odds are better if there's no line and if you're nice and friendly. PhotoPass photographers work very hard, and they are on their feet for many hours a day, usually in pretty hot temperatures, and sometimes not treated very well by guests. In my experience, if you are nice and friendly and there's not a line, you're much more likely to have a photographer willing to spend a few extra minutes with you, and that can often result in some magic shots. To see what magic shots are currently available, visit the albums at the Disney PhotoPass Facebook page. In tomorrow's video, we will talk about Memory Maker and how you can have PhotoPass without Memory Maker, but you can't have Memory Maker without PhotoPass. Thank you for watching, and please tune in tomorrow for the second video in this series discussing Disney's Memory Maker product. Please click like, subscribe, and click the bell below. We come to you every week with Disney Parks news updates on Wednesdays, breaking news as it happens, and other Disney Parks and trip planning topics like this one. Thanks for watching, and happy dreaming.